A lot of people who own, I would say, big businesses, if you're a business owner who, you know, is good to your employees or whatever, this doesn't apply to you. But most people who own big businesses and the big businesses owner, including, all these businesses under BlackRock, are fucking psychopaths. I'm just going to be plain and straight in this video. They are psychotic. I'm going to just give y'all some examples. So it just seems like a lot of jobs now are just for old people, which is weird because I could have sworn that like old people are even having a hard time with keeping their jobs. But a lot of positions are for like, oh, we want 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. I even see some for 10, 12 years of experience for a role. And I'm just thinking to myself, when all this shit first started, like all these job positions, like when all this stuff was just new, there wasn't a person who was just born with fucking 10 years of experience for a job. They basically were thrown into it and had to learn and adapt. And so it gets to a point where I'm pretty sure a lot of job positions are just not even getting filled. Well, okay, if you don't need the position to be filled, take the fucking listing down. Just take it down because there are more people who need jobs right now than jobs actually available. So it would actually be helpful if people could see what is actually needed. And then on the other notion too, well, if a position is not getting filled, that needs to get filled, and you're not finding somebody with the experience needed, and you need the role, why not just consider getting someone who has some experience and or some transferable experience, bring them on so that they can learn, kind of like what happened when the shit fucking first started. But my case in point why a lot of these business owners and company owners are psychotic. Also, another thing too, how everything is so profit driven. How like a lot of these companies hire CEOs from McKinsey and Company, and so a lot of these douchebags are just basically being hired in to, cut down on employees and basically boost revenue, save money for the company, so that the company can do its operations off of a limited budget and then make more profit for stockholders or whatever like that. Okay, so let me ask this question for these dumbass fuckers out here. If no one can keep a job because you're automating a lot of the positions that are now being closed off, and more people don't have work to afford shit, and well, what does a business do? It creates products or services that people can buy, just more shit for the market. Well, if the market doesn't have enough money to basically buy into the services, it becomes to a point where hardly any of the common people have money, and the only people that do are the business owners. So then it's just like, okay, then it gets to a point where only the business owners that have a good chunk of the money are able to actually buy services from each other. Then it becomes a point where companies are just jerking each other off. That's just what it boils down to. Then, Elon Musk keeps on saying, oh, well, America is looking like it might just start having universal basic income. Well, okay, so if Elon Musk, who is a white African, had the opportunity to come into America and basically create business for himself and make millions of dollars, it's like that's not going to hold any water for any American unless the people who own companies or business are willing to also be on a universal basic income where they earn the same amount as everybody fucking else. It's just like, okay, I can go on TikTok, Instagram, yada yada that, see people travel to other countries, own yachts. Not to say that everyone should own a yacht, but drive expensive cars, go to any restaurant that they want, go to any hotel they want, have all these experiences. Yet, because people wasn't willing to, eat children and, sacrifice for Satan, that like, oh, you're just shit out of luck. You can't basically create the type of lifestyle you want. You just have to give whatever droppings we throw at you. Speaking of droppings, let's talk about McDonald's. So another key case in point as to why a lot of these business owners are psychotic is that it's public information now that McDonald's basically processes their food by cleaning it with floor scrubber. Like that's a part of the process into, I guess, cleaning the meat. The meat also comes from the stuff that is, I would say, considered the droppings of when certain cuts of meat are made, like the parts that they don't, add into like the prime source of the meat. What's left over is what they usually feed the dogs, or they allow it to decompose in the soil. And basically what McDonald's and other companies like it do is that they just get all these droppings and then they clean it with, highly toxic chemicals. I'm pretty sure floor scrubber is not consumable. And then they feed it to, Americans and other countries that have McDonald's in it. And then have the nerve to charge what they charge now. I mean, I haven't eaten McDonald's in forever. I can't remember the last time I had it. But charge the prices that they do now. And be like, we're going to give you toxic, easy to find, not highly recommended consumable food products, and then upcharge y'all like it's quality food. Like, these business owners just think that common people are stupid. They think that y'all are like animals. We are like, that's what they think we are like. So they have no problem making all of our condiments, have like paint chemicals in it. Our snacks, our food. We're all fucking tired, sick health-wise, sick mentally. And then when they have all these services, why is it that only certain people get them? Like, oh, trust and believe me, I've tried to get a fucking grant, a business loans. Yeah, people are like, oh yeah, it's easy. It's so easy. All you gotta do is just clickety-clack, click, go file this paper, and then boom, it's done. Like, no, it doesn't work that way. It's not that easy. Certain people get commercial deals. What do they have to do? Who the fuck knows? Because I've dabbled into the modeling space for a little bit, and it's like they cater to certain people. They'll accept you. You gotta pay to get into like modeling acting school. Then once you're done, you get a certificate, and they're like, okay, we're gonna help you to basically get into some roles, whatever. We're gonna help hold your hand. For me, that didn't happen. It didn't happen, and like, there's so many other people. When I look into this space, there's tens of thousands of people, who are just hustling and bustling, trying to get into side roles, trying to model, trying to get into magazines, commercials, and then people are rejected. And then when we watch all these movies, that come out, it's always the same fucking people. I'm always seeing the same fucking people in movies. Like, does anyone just not ever have that thought when you think about it? Like, has anyone ever wondered, why the hell am I still seeing these people who are like 50, 60 fucking years old? Who are just in every other movie? I'm always seeing the same group of people in every fucking movie. Business owners are psychotic. A lot of things are just a scam. And it's always the same people who are in a group that, most of the population isn't in, that benefits. And they're like, oh, Sammy got the loan, Sammy got the grant, so can you. No, you can't. No, you can't. The only thing you can do in this country is get fucked. That's about it.